Missed an episode of your favorite podcast? Choose from over a decade of content in our archives, not just the latest episode. All free at GCNlive.com.
Greetings and welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado, registered pharmacist number 12275. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your vitality and health and well-being and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body. You are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That is why we are here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 28 years of practicing pharmacy, I have seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and hypertension and obesity and skin diseases like psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, acne, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds. Recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle, but what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure. Because the human biological system is a healing system, it's a regenerating system. It is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. And while some folks may call that healing, renewing, regenerating system a miracle, it is really just the way the body works. If you have questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs, if you want to get off your meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program, we can help you. Our number is 844-236-6010, 844-236-6010. We welcome your phone calls on the Bright Side. If you have a success story you'd like to share, if you want to contribute to the conversation, questions about the longevity products or the longevity business, 844-236-6010 is your number. If you have questions about skincare, formulations, ingredients, anything in the world of health, we want to hear from you, 844-236-6010. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products you hear advertised on the program or recommended on the program, you can call the phone team, the Brightside Ben phone team, 866-735-2470 is their number, 866-735-2470. Ask them about joining the team for a one-time $10 fee. You can start yourself a longevity business, earn thank you checks, get your products at the wholesale price, and help spread the word about the power and importance of a good nutritional supplement program. Their number is 866-735-2470. They can tell you all about it, or you can go over to brightsideben.com and click on the Join the Team link. Likewise, you can head over to my blog, pharmacistben.com, and sign up there. We have blog posts as well as news stories. Thank you to Robert Lundgren, who sets that up for me. That's pharmacistben.com. Also have another blog, criticalhealthnews.com, which I do in association with George Norrie on Coast to Coast. Some of you may have heard my interview with George a couple of weeks ago. criticalhealthnews.com is blog posts, and that is in association with George and the folks at Coast to Coast. Okay, welcome back to The Bright Side. We're talking about anxiety a little bit, and we're gonna finish this up and probably get to some nitric oxide stuff and some nitrate stuff. Some of you guys have written to me about nitrates and nitrites, and there's some misunderstandings about this stuff, nitrates and nitrites. We'll be covering that here in the next day or two. So a couple more things I want to say about anxiety, mental health issues in general. One of the things that happens in association with this sense of jitteriness or anxiety or bipolar or mania or mental health issues, one of the ways these things manifest is as brain electrical energy. The brain is always generating electrical energy, and it's always emitting electrical energy. These are called electrical waves, electrical brain waves. How cool is that? As we're sitting around minding our own business, our brain is generating electrical energy, and it's coming out of the head. And you can measure this. They have EEGs, electroencephalograms, and various devices that can actually not only measure these brain waves, not only detect these brain waves, but now via computer algorithms and programs, they can actually tell you what you're thinking. Maybe not exactly and literally what you're thinking, but generally what you're thinking just by reading your brainwaves, just by reading these emissions. And in the future, they'll probably be able to tell you exactly what you're thinking via the combination of computers and algorithms and software and these electromagnetic brain waves that are coming out of your brain. The brain is producing these waves every moment we're alive, whether we're awake or whether we're asleep. Whether we're in a fog or whatever, our brain is constantly emitting this energy in waves, just like ocean waves. And these waves can be measured by how fast they're coming out of the head, how fast they're coming out of the brain. They call it frequency. They call it cycles per second, or frequency. The major brainwaves are designated as alpha brainwaves, beta brainwaves, theta brainwaves, and delta brainwaves, based on how fast they're being pumped out of the head. Technically, the speed is a frequency. It's measured in a per second type of measurement, as in brain waves per second. There's also a super duper fast brain wave called a gamma wave. But for the most part, our brains are active at an alpha frequency, a beta frequency, a theta frequency, and a delta frequency. And these frequencies are all associated with ways we are experiencing things. For example, beta waves. Those are probably the fastest, most common fast waves. Those are waves that are coming out of our head around 14 to 40 cycles per second. In other words, every second, 14 to 40 of these electrical waves are coming out of our head, and these beta waves are associated with problem solving. They're associated with stress. They're associated with anxiety, for that matter. By going into a slower brain wave state, say an alpha brain wave state, you guys who have done the Silva method, Jose Silva I believe he was a psychologist or a psychiatrist, and he realized that by going into this alpha brainwave state, slowing down your brain waves, you can actually go into relaxation mode. You can go into what's called a hypnotic state. You can go into a suggestible state. When we're watching TV, advertisers understand how to get us into an alpha state by the way they portray their products on TV. You ever notice how foods are always shown on commercials really slowly? You never see foods portrayed fast. Why? Because as you're watching, and by the way, all advertising is a little bit slow to try to induce this alpha state, because we're more suggestible in an alpha state. We're more likely to buy whatever's being sold when we are in an alpha brainwave state. A beta brainwave state is more about fear. It's about survival. It's about threat. It's about problem solving. Alpha brainwave state is about suggestibility, relaxing. We're happier. We're more likely to do what we're told when we're in alpha brainwave state. Alpha brainwave state's around 8 to 14 cycles per second, as opposed to the beta brainwave state, which is about 14 to 40 cycles per second. So learning how to activate this alpha brainwave state is super duper important. And guess what? We talk about it all the time. Except we don't talk about it as a way of activating alpha. We talk about it as deep rhythmic breathing. This is one of the major benefits of slow, rhythmic is the key here, and slow, deep, rhythmic breathing. One of the key benefits is you will activate your alpha brainwave state simply by following the rhythm of your breath. In fact, following any rhythm will get you into an alpha brainwave state, especially if that rhythm is slow. There's an even slower brainwave state. It's called theta brainwaves. Those are around 4 to 8 cycles per second. Really slow. This is kind of you'll know you're in a theta brainwave state when you're kind of in this half dreaming, half waking state. It's called the twilight state. We automatically go into this theta brainwave state as we're falling asleep. Sometimes you'll notice that right before you fall asleep, as you're falling asleep, things get kind of weird. You've got kind of weird dreams, kind of a weird dreamy sort of feeling or sensation. That's how you know you're in theta. We'll also go into theta as we're waking up, and sometimes there's a sort of half dreaming, half waking state as we're waking up. You may hear a sound like an ambulance outside, or somebody turns on the vacuum cleaner, and you'll dream about that sound, or you'll dream about that vacuum cleaner. Somehow you'll integrate that sound into your dream. You're half dreaming, half awake. That's a theta brainwave state. It's called the twilight state. And it's actually a really cool state that you can access simply by slowing down your brainwaves. How do you slow down your brainwaves? Well, one of the fastest ways, as I say, is deep, slow, rhythmic breathing. And by the way, psychics will tell you that accessing this theta brainwave state is where psychic experiences take place. For the most part, though, when we're awake, we are in beta state. And sometimes if we're relaxed, we can go into alpha state. But learning how to activate this alpha state is super duper important, especially if we're dealing with mental health issues, bipolar disorder, depression, anxiety. All of these are associated with an excessive amount of beta stimulation, even psychosis, schizophrenia. And paranoia can be associated with this beta brainwave state. So learning how to relax your body and relax your brain and go into this alpha state is super important. There's lots of really easy ways to do it. Deep breathing, of course, is one of the best, but there's other ways too. I'll tell you what I mean when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. We will be back right after this. Don't go away.
Hello, Rose Holmberg here. If you know anyone who suffers from any kind of arthritis pain, I have suffered with severe rheumatoid arthritis for over 45 years. That is until this summer, when I was told about 90 for Life and a secret sauce. You too can experience a life free of this pain. I work from home, helping others by sharing with them this information that will give you hope and change your life. Call right now, 763-291-5052. Again, call 763-291-5052.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
Adam Miller here with Midas Resources. Today, January 19th, 2015, gold opened at $1276.40. A 1-ounce gold coin can be purchased for $1322.93, $661.47 for a half ounce, or $330.73 for a quarter ounce. That's $1258.35, $661.47, and $330.73.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? Wait a sec. Gold and silver is going up while Congress is trying to settle on the next debt increase. And there's no end to this madness. That old 401k and IRA can be converted into physical gold without tax consequences. I explained this in my book, 10 Reasons to Buy Gold. Don't let time slip away. Call for your free copy today, 800-686-2237. Get away from that Washington spin and get honest answers about gold. 800-686-2237. The book is free, 800-686-2237.
What good is a Big Berkey water filter?
We get that question a lot here at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. And in a word, the answer is protection. Protection from water main breaks, E. coli contamination, environmental chemical spills, pesticide runoff, chlorine taste and smell, and all forms of fluoride. Plus, Big Berkey water filters are the original gravity water filter system and most trusted on the market for a reason. Tested by multiple independent NSF EPA certified labs, they are the gold standard in water purification. At only 1.7 cents a gallon, a single set of filters can last for 5 to 10 years. That means big savings. Big Berkey, the one that's powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. Get a Big Berkey today at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. GCN listeners receive 5% off all ceramic filter systems. Visit our website or call 1-877-99-BERKEY. That's 877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
Hi, this is Steve Sanchez, and based on a recent study, it was found that 57 million Americans had legal issues over the last 12 months, but only 60% of those studied sought out the services of a lawyer. Why? In a nutshell, affordability. Well, my friends at Legal Shield have created a solution that can help you not if, but when you need an attorney. For as little as $17 per month, Legal Shield will provide you unlimited access to qualified attorneys at an accomplished law firm for advice and counsel on legal issues, no matter how serious or trivial. For over 40 years and with 1.4 million families across North America, Legal Shield can help you, the loyal GCN listener. Representatives are standing by now to answer your questions, so call them now at 1-855-340-SAVE. That's 1-855-340-7283, or visit them at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com.
Results will vary from case to case.
UnseenNow.com, proud sponsor of GCN. Unseen Now's unparalleled encryption tools keep your communications secure. GCN.
Okay, we are back on the bright side. I'm Pharmacist Ben. We're on the air Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 Pacific and 10 to 11 Central Time, 24/7 on our archive page at brightsideben.com. You can also purchase any of the longevity products you hear advertised on the program at brightsideben.com. You can also call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. Our number today is 844-236-6010. Got a couple lines open for you. We'll get your calls here in just a bit. If you're in Texas, I will be doing a talk for the Logos Radio Network.